Hi, I'm Jared.
And I'm Brad.
And this week on Hood Slappers, we're going to be reviewing the 2022 Acura RDX. I've always wanted to know, is Acura a premium brand? Because when I think of premium cars, I think of Lexus, Audi, Mercedes, BMW. Acura is a great brand, but does it deserve the accolade of a premium brand? But maybe I've been tricked this whole time. Maybe Acura is a premium brand, just with a smaller price tag. Maybe I've been fooled. Is Acura premium?
Jared, that's a great question. And a great place to start is by seeing what Acura has done by giving a facelift to the 2022 RDX. And the more I look at this, the more I think premium.
The 2022 RDX brings with it a few changes. A mild facelift, a quieter cabin, and more tech features including Amazon Alexa.
With these small additions added on to the already existing features of the 2021, the 2022 Acura RDX definitely engraves its name on the plaque of premium automobiles. And this is about as good as it gets. This is the RDX-A Spec Platinum Elite, the best of all the RDXs. So let's start with some pros and cons.
Brad, the pros are very simple. The vehicle is relatively inexpensive when compared to its competitors, which we'll talk about a little bit later. The A-Spec style package really makes the vehicle attractive. It has loads of interior space and has a very high set of safety values. Now, in terms of the cons, well, in terms of towing, it doesn't have as good a towing capacity as some of its competitors. There's only one engine option to choose from, and it runs on only premium fuel.
Well, I did say it was premium.
Right. Well, let's take a closer look at the 2022 Acura RDX.
In today's society, style is a big component of first impressions. I mean, if someone is wearing a nice jacket, perfectly fitted pants, but they're wearing ghastly shoes, chances are you're going to make some assumptions about them because of that.
And Acura knows this and considered first impressions when they revamped the 2022 RDX. The most noticeable change is the front grille, but they also added a couple other things like different rims, a new color choice, liquid carbon metallic, and the all-new A-Spec Platinum Elite package. We said before, the 2022 Acura RDX only comes with one engine option, but that's not a bad thing because it's their bulletproof 2-liter VTEC engine, which gives you a very impressive 272 horsepower with 280 pound-foot of torque. Now, Acura has not released an official 0 to 60 speed, but independent studies say it's somewhere around 6.6 seconds.
In order for the RDX to reach its peak performance, it does mean that you're going to have to use premium fuel, which is easy enough to do by putting the nozzle in the capless fuel cap. Now, the RDX does sip fuel slowly, and they managed to do this by coming up with a 10-speed automatic gearbox, which replaces the previous 6 and 8 versions. Now, in total, together, you get 10.3 liters per 100 kilometers on the A-Spec and Platinum model, and 9.9 liters on all the rest.
So far, I like what I see with the RDX. We've looked at the exterior and we looked at a few dimensions. But there's more to a first impression than just that, because you can wear all the nicest clothes in the world and look the part, but when you have a pair of underwear that's 5 years past its expiration date and there's a couple molecules left here hanging on for dear life, well, that can really wreak havoc with someone's confidence. So let's see what kind of underwear the RDX is wearing.
Wait. Whose underwear is that?
Well, it's my mom's. It's my mom's underwear.
Oh, that is so your underwear. That's disgusting.
The tech package will give you those extra tech items like navigation, wireless charging, a better sound system, and ambient lighting. You can go one step up to the A-Spec package, which is going to give you some extra things like ultra suede leather ventilated seats, the flat bottom steering wheel, and the aluminum brush pedals, not to mention the A-Spec badges riddled throughout the car.
Finally, you've reached the top trim, the Platinum Elite A-Spec. Now, this interior gives you heated rear seats, rear temperature control, a color heads-up display, surround camera, and you can upgrade from a 12-way to 16-way adjustable seat.
16 ways?
16 ways, that's what the brochure said.
Have you tried them all?
Well, no.
Should we?
Well, of course, let's give it a try
16
here.
ways?
16
I can't
ways.
even imagine.
There's
See
up,
that?
down, back, forward. That's 4.
But then there's this thing. Now this
What
is
does that do?
Up and down. The overall length of the RDX is 15 feet, and the wheelbase is 9 feet. And this transfers into a very impressive 2,940 liters of passenger volume. And it's also going to give you 2,260 liters of maximum cargo space, which is better than both the X3 and the Mercedes GLC. So you're also going to have a lighter car as well, because this is only 4,349 pounds.
Now, the RDX does make maximizing your cargo space easy with their 60/40 split back seats. They also give you additional storage in the floor and a cargo cover mat to hide, well, whatever you have in there. But while I'm back here, I have to touch again on the towing capacity. The RDX can only tow up to 1,500 pounds. I mean, that's the same as the Honda CR-V. It's absurd to me that they wouldn't give you more than that. Consider the X3, it can tow up to 4,400 pounds. That's 2,900 pounds more. I mean, it makes no sense.
Okay, well, 1,500 pounds can't carry that bad attitude of yours around, but I think it's time we take the RDX for a drive.
I like this. This is like just a lot of little touches that I like here. What is that, suede, do you think?
That's suede.
Suede.
It's suede and leather.
Yeah, I like that.
I like this.
Yep.
Because there's still buttons. I'm a button guy.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, toggles and switches. And if you've ever had an Acura or a Honda, this makes sense.
100%.
Because they've done this whole layout before, and it's familiar. Yeah, wireless charger down here.
Let me ask you as well. This red in here really makes a difference. It's eye-popping to me. Why do other car manufacturers not experiment more with colors? Because this just seems like a simple thing, and yet it really pops.
The red, you know, it reminds me of a Honda S2000 because a lot of those, I mean, they had different color options you can get inside, but the red interior was very popular and very unique and cool.
Right.
And this kind of reminds me of kind of giving a call back to that sporty Honda history.
Yep.
These are the red seats that were in the S2000. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, like it's the kind of car you want. I would love it if somebody said, "Hey, can I take a drive?" Well, of course, you're proud of an interior like this.
You certainly
right?
are. And you know, I was speaking with someone that works at Acura, and we had a chat not too long ago, and he said that there was a time when it seemed like Honda was giving everything to Honda and kind of Acura was pushed to the side.
Yes.
That was a couple years ago, and Acura took a bit of a dip in terms of sales, whereas Honda grew and grew and grew with all their newer technology and such. And there was a time when a Honda interior looked better than an Acura. It had the more high-tech stuff. But now I think Acura's back at it because this is unbelievable, and you won't see anything like this.
No, this
Honda.
is phenomenal.
This looks good.
This whole thing here.
They've really now managed to separate. And again, talking about luxury and premium, this is that kind of a car.
Yep.
Now, Brad, first off, I have to address the infotainment screen here because Acura does not want you reaching here, touching anything, taking your eyes off the road. So what they've done is they've given you this pad. And this is the A section of the pad. And basically, this mimics your finger on the screen, so you can see me moving it around. Okay, and then I can click on something, so navigation, and I just click on the pad, and it takes me to the navigation screen. I have a home button, a back button, and of course, along here, I'm also going to have a volume button. So it's designed, like I said, so you don't take your eyes off the screen, and that's what Acura's hoping that it does.
See, I love the concept, and I think it's pretty cool, but I don't know if that solves the problem completely. I feel like you're still going to have to take your eyes off, especially getting used to that.
Yeah, I can feel at the beginning of using it, it would certainly take your eyes. Maybe you do get used to it, but still, I'm not sure how it's going to minimize taking your eyes off the road.
I like, though, that they're going there, that they're trying to find ways to improve not taking your eyes off the road. That's good.
Now, once I'm in this screen, I can also adjust my dynamic mode. So I have normal mode, comfort mode, and sport mode in case I want my car to drive into a friendly volcano there. But
yes, because all of these make sense, right? So normal mode, normal. Comfort is another word for what? Eco mode.
Yeah.
Snow, you get power to both wheels, right? To different wheels. You can set that up.
It adjusts, and it's going to adjust your transmission as well.
Yeah, I do like that sports one though. It looks like your car's on fire.
Yeah.
Set this car on fire.
I think we should test this to see how many times my eyes do go off the road when I'm trying to operate this.
I like it. How are we going to do that?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into here.
Yeah.
And I, Jared,
Yeah.
will go to Brad's favorite FM radio station.
Okay.
And Brad, you're going to count how many times my eyes are averted from the road here, okay? Now, the good news is I'm at a red light. We'll start now. So eyes forward.
Okay.
Okay.
So I just got to watch.
You just got to count every time my eyes go off the road.
Okay. 1. Oh, I'll keep it to myself.
Okay. And there we are. 96.7 Chime FM.
That was 12. 12 times.
12.
Just getting there. Wait, did you say my favorite? Sorry, what?
96.7 Chime
Chime
FM.
FM?
Yeah, that was my mother's favorite station, and it just so happens to be yours as well. Today's hits and yesterday's favorites. Isn't that their logo or their slogan?
I think it is. I think you're right. I'll tell you, that's not in any of my presets. I've got 5 preset options.
What are your preset options?
Well, I don't know what's going on. I got 102.1, 95.9, 107.9. I find they often play the same music.
Really?
Think about this. You took your eyes, we were doing that 12 times.
12 times, which I don't think would be any different than if I just went boom, boom, boom.
I agree.
So maybe, again, because in my peripherals, I can see the orange move around.
Right.
So if I get used to that, maybe I can get away with changing my radio stations. But I mean, putting a navigation, an address in there, it just seems like I don't know. I think it's cool. One of the downfalls, I think, if someone was to spill coffee on there goes your whole system.
Ooh,
something like that could ruin everything.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, where is the coffee holder? Okay, there's some in there. So, unless you're drinking a Slurpee, a big Slurpee.
A big Slurpee. You trip on this thing here.
Yes, that's trouble.
Chaos.
That's trouble. Okay.
So the RDX is one of the staples of the Acura brand. It's been around a while.
Yep.
Okay. This is a fresh facelift. Are there any issues with the car so far?
Well, this is the interesting thing because the 2021 got hit up for a few things by JD Power, right? They flagged a few issues. So far, the 2022 RDX, nothing. It's so far clean slate, right? Mm-hmm. But here's the thing. Even if some issues do come up, the Acura warranty on this is really impressive, right? You've got 4-year, 80,000 kilometer comprehensive warranty.
So in case anything happens, Acura really has you covered for quite some time.
Absolutely. So,
now, Brad, with the RDX being one of Acura's, people movers, family cars, I think it's safe to say that safety is important. And what's really cool, I'm not sure if you know this or our viewers, but in 2003, Honda came out with a program called Safety for Everyone. And the idea was that no matter what car you buy, what size, or how much you pay, there was a certain expectation in terms of safety features on the car. And I think that's really cool because I know that Honda wants to have the safest car on the road. This got the IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus. And what Honda wants to do is have the most cars possible in that category as well to achieve the goal of having all their cars in the IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus. It's not easy to do, but Honda's determined because they want to be the safest car out there.
I like knowing that because I can be a broken record, right? I think it's so important. Safety should be standard. Safety shouldn't be a trim level. That's my thing. So I really appreciate knowing that. That is, I got to hand it to them.
Well, Brad,
that's a big plus for me.
You are big on safety. I can see you as a kid being the guy. Should we be jumping off of that? Are you, guys, you just ate half an hour ago. You shouldn't be swimming.
No,
sunscreen?
You know what I say? You can never be too safe. Now, we mentioned at the beginning that this has a lower price tag than many of its competitors, but really, and by how much, right?
Well,
you want to know that.
Absolutely.
We want to know that.
Yeah.
And guess who did some research?
You did some research.
I did some real.
You did some.
I did some research. So can I share with you what I found here? Now,
I am all ears.
Excellent. RDX starting price $45,800.
It's not bad. That is not bad.
Not bad. Now, to be fair to the viewers, the one we're sitting in, this model starts at $58,000. Okay, now, but let's go to the starting prices. BMW X3. What do you think that starts at? $52,990. So
Okay.
like what? That's $7,000 difference there. Mercedes GLC starting price.
Yeah.
$51,600. Again, you're in that kind of $7,000 range. And the Audi Q5.
Yep.
Q5. Yep. $42,250. So that's actually lower
bit
than
less,
this.
yeah,
So.
yeah.
You know, that's interesting to me. So those are your sort of main competitors, and it makes me sort of wonder, Jared, who exactly is this car meant for?
Just a second, Brad, fellow RDX driver. Who is this car?
Oh.
That's a very good question.
Yeah.
And I have an answer for you because I talked to the fellow who owns this vehicle.
Okay.
And I asked him, you know, what brought you to this car? He told me the cars he's owned: a Honda CRX, a Honda Civic SI,
Okay.
and then he had a Honda Civic Type R. So what happened was he grew up a little bit, but he adored the brand so much that he just graduated himself to the RDX. He
Okay.
still wanted something fun, sporty,
Yeah.
familiar to him, and this is what he went with. It seems like this car could be for that kind of person.
Gotcha.
Not just to him, obviously to many, but that's where his path took him. He had sporty stuff, fun stuff, and he had to grow up, like most people.
That kind of makes it. You're maturing, you're getting older, you want the sporty, the fun, but you also want a little class, a little sophistication, a little more safety.
It's a grown-up car,
Grown-up car.
but a nice one at that. I really
Yeah.
do like this car.
But grown-up but fun. Like, look at this interior. Like, this is fun and sporty and...
Oh, it is, absolutely.
Yeah.
I really like this car, and I'm not just saying that. I genuinely like this car.
I feel like that was kind of a shot across the bow to me.
What do you mean?
Because every week...
You say, oh, this could be my next car. Was that a Lamborghini? Jared, that could be my next car. Yeah. No,
genuinely like this car. I
genuinely like this
it
car.
as well.
I would not be surprised, Brad,
Yeah.
if in the next 5 years one of these is in my driveway. My wife would be surprised.
Wow.
I would not be surprised.
Bold prediction, sir.
Okay.
All right. This could be it, Jared.
Could very well be it.
Could be the next car I drive. Probably not. But I like it. Like,
It
I
is
love
very
It's
nice.
a really good car. Jared, you got to respect the journey the Acura has been on, right? They first showed up in North America in 1986, and they only had two cars at the time, the Legend and the Integra. They actually didn't show up into Canada until 1987, and look at where we are now. Look at how far they have come.
And not only that, 2 years later, after 1987, 2 years later, they came out with their first supercar, the Acura NSX. And that takes two things: guts and great strides, because that is a very short amount of time to come up with a great car like that. And I'll say this, pretty obvious, but there's not many cars from the early 90s that I would still really appreciate today. Acura NSX, well, still a brilliant car, still looks relevant. They did a fantastic job with that. Even the new one looks good. This car, the 22 RDX, has a 10-speed gearbox, which is good, but sometimes can be bad because if done wrong, when you first start to drive, the vehicle can trip trying to decide what gear to go in because there's so many to choose from. This doesn't have that problem. This is seamless. It flows well, and there's no trouble with the car trying to select where it wants to go in the gearbox. It's remarkable. I really do like this gearbox. This is very good.
I was going to say, it's felt smooth the whole time. I mean, I'm not driving. I can't feel your, from your perspective, but it feels very smooth here. That's unusual for you driving.
Now, Brad, I have some Acura trivia for you too. If this ever comes up in a trivia night,
Okay. Ooh.
you will know, and you will
like
know
it.
as well, viewer.
Yeah, yeah.
Acura was the first automotive brand to develop an in-dash navigation system.
Really?
Absolutely.
Okay, you got me there. I
And-
did not know that.
and look how far we've come
Look
now.
It's standard across the board now,
Pretty much,
basically.
almost.
So, okay.
really.
Well, good for them.
Yeah.
Innovating.
Very
That's
much
what they
so.
do. What they like to do.
Now, Brad, I don't think we can discuss an Acura SUV without mentioning the super handling all-wheel drive.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
SHAW.
Yeah.
D. Now, this debuted in the RL way back in the mid-2000s, and this, it deserves the acronym SHAWD because it is phenomenal in terms of how it handles. It's not just your regular front, back, but it also displaces power to the right and left wheel. So if I'm taking a hard left turn, my inner wheels will slow down as my outer wheels will start to pick up the pace. Similar to Honda to what they've done, but this is a whole all-wheel drive system that works as one. And it is a brilliant system. Dare I say, kind of wish we had snow today. We are getting into spring now, which hopefully won't see it for a long time. But if we did, it would be great to try this out and really give it the beans.
Yeah, it's too bad about the snow.
Well, not really.
No, well, no, absolutely.
Well, is it a premium car? Yes, it has to be. But it's a premium car that hasn't lost its sense of practicality, giving you great space, great tech features, and a very competitive price. Acura's slogan has always been legacy of innovation, and that really shows here. And they're constantly competing to give you the best experience when you get behind the wheel of their product. So with that, I give the all-new 2022 premium Acura RDX my hood slap of approval.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time.